Hello guys, I'm Jerin and this is my first Android tutorial. In this tutorial, I'm going to explain how to convert a design into XML code. So this is the design, and basically this design is for a body mass index calculation app, and it is designed by my friend Ashik. So let's get started. So when you get a design, first you have to observe it and try to break it into widgets that you can use in your Android Studio. So in this case, this text that check perfect body weight and height ratio, we can display this text on the screen using a text view. So it's simple. So we can use a text view for this. Then there is this two field, height and weight. Actually, this is the edit text or a text field in which the users input the values. So we can implement using a edit text with a transparent background. And then there comes these three circular views. And if you observe closely, there are two circular views, and the inner circular view has a shadow. So we can implement this inner circle with that shadow using a floating action button, because a floating action button has its own shadow. It's a material designing widget by Google. So, and the outer circle, we can use a circular backgrounded layout. A layout in which the background is a circular view. I will show you when we are doing it. So that's the basic thing. It's a text view, two editors, and three floating action buttons inside a layout. So let's go to the. I will minimize this and keep it here, and let's go to the Android Studio. Yep. So. We have the basic structure here, and first we need this text. So I'm going to insert these strings into the strings.xml file, and it's right here, strings.xml. Okay. I'm going to create the string, going to name it as app title, then check your perfect, check your perfect body weight and height ratio. Body weight and height ratio. Good. Then I need two more strings. String, height, string, weight. Okay, that's done. So I'm going to use this text view itself. I'm going to change the app name into app title. Yes. And okay, I'm also going to change the ID into app title. Okay, we have that app title here. And I need to change the color and the size. And if you if you observe, the text is in the white color. So if I use the white color, we can't see because the background is also white. So first I am going to change the background. So if you look at it, it's actually a gradient background here. So start color and end color, and it's a gradient. So first we have to create a gradient, and we can do that by right-click drawable, go to new drawable resource file, and I'm going to name it as main gradient background. Okay. Yep. Inside it, I'm going to create an item, then shape, inside it, gradient. So in a gradient, there is a start color and an end color, then an angle. So we have to give the start color. So now I'm just giving it as a black color. I will change it soon. And then again one more color, end color. I'm also keeping it in black for now. Okay, now we have to choose this color. So in Android Studio, there's an option to get these colors. So we can click on this color here, and again click on this picker and get your color. So this is the color that we want. Click it, choose, then we need the end color also. Click on the picker, go to here. Yep, got that. So you can see we got the gradient now. So now we are going to put the gradient as the background of this constraint layout. So background. Yep. So in this tutorial, I'm going to implement all this using this constraint layout. This is now the basic or default layout in Android Studio. So okay. So let's continue. I'm going to change the color. Color, just color as white. Right, and I'm going to increase the size 28 SP. Good. Okay, I also aligned it into the center. Test alignment center. Good. And I have to keep it at the top. Don't need this bottom one. Yeah. And I'm going to give 32. Yes. Here also 32. Good. Okay. And now you can see there's an action bar here, the BMI app and a blue color. It's an action bar. It's in here, and we don't have that in our design, so we have to remove that. So to remove an action bar, go to the styles.xml file, and there it is. That there is theme.appcombat.light.dark action bar. Change it into no action bar. Good. So that that action bar will be gone now. So next I'm going to implement this to widgets height and weight. We can implement it using an edit test. Wrap content. Then color, it's also white color, and hint as height. Then okay, so if you see the hint color of this editors is white with an opacity. So I'm going to give test color hint as 85. So this first two digits 85, it's actually the opacity ranging from 00 to FF. We can give any value, and others are the color. So it's a white color with this opacity, and we need 2 of these. Okay, also I have to increase the size of it. I'm going to give 52 SP because it's pretty much big. So I need 2 of these. Yep, and this is not height, here it is weight. Yeah, and I'm going to position it. Okay, weight. Okay, so if you see there's a underline here on the 2 widgets, and we don't need that. So to remove that, just put the null as the background. At null. Background. At null. Yep. So that will go now. Yeah, now I have to position this. So in a constraint layout, a widget is positioned using a vertical and horizontal constraints. So in here, this height should be below this text view. Below this text view, and it's close to this right side. And I have to place it. So, and you can drag it to change the margin and everything. So I'm going to give a 40, and yep, this much. Now the weight is under this height and aligned. Start here. Yep. No need any margin there, so it will be straight, and you go to give a distance. Okay, make it a little more down. Yeah, it's almost positioned. We can change the positions later also. So now what we need is this floating action button that I talked about before. So for that, go to this palette and type floating action. Yeah, so it's game. Click on it so that a dialog comes to saying that we have to add a dependency to use floating action button. So I am using Android Studio version 2.3.3, which is the current stable version. So this dialog only shows if it's a version, if it is this version. So if it is any older version, you have to add the dependency you're on. So I'm clicking to OK, and the Gradle will sing now. Yep, singing. Yeah, so it finished. So it's added into the dependencies. So we can check that in this Gradle file, module app Gradle file, and there it is for design 25.3.1. So we have to change this version into the version of this support. So which it is 26.0.2. I'm going to change that. So right now this is the version for App Combat v7 is 26.0.2. So if it is older or newer, you can use the same version here also. So I'm clicking sync now. Yep. Yeah, so it's finished now. So now we can use that floating action button. Go to text. I'm going to floating action button, wrap content. So you can see there's a pink color for this floating action button. We can change it using a tint, background tint. I'm going to give it a white color. Yeah, white color. And we need 2 of these floating action buttons, so I'm going to make a copy. Okay, fine. Now I'm going to position it. Yeah, so actually we have to display this text inside that floating action button. Here, centimeter and kilogram. It's a text. So for displaying a text in a floating action button, we have to convert that text into an image. So it's actually easy. Right click on the drawable, go to new, then click on image asset. Yep. Select notification icons, go to text. You can change the name also. I'm going to change ICCM, and I'm going to change it as just CM. You can choose any fonts you like. So I'm keeping it on Roboto, and I'm going to give some padding, 10%. Okay. Go to next and finish. Yeah, so it's now added. I need one more image. It's a kilogram image asset. Notification icons, text. I'm going to change the name to kg, ICKG, and kg. Font is Roboto, and 10% padding. Next, finish. So that's 2 images have been added. Now to give that in here. So source. I see centimeter. Yeah, you can see the centimeter in here because it's in white color. So we have to change that. Give tint. Right now I'm going to give a black color. I will change it. And here also give source. I see kg. And with the tint. Hash. So the colors of that text is a kind of blue color. So you have to choose that. For that I'm going to zoom this image. Yep, keep it there. Now you have to choose that color. Click here. Go click on the picker, and yeah. I got the color. Yes, choose. So I got that blue color. Yep. And now what we need is that background circle. So I told you before that background circle we are going to implement using a layout with a circular background. So for that, first we have to create a circle. Right click on drawable, go to new, drawable resource file, circle view. Oh, spelling. Circle view. Okay. Yep. Then an item. So it's a shape. Now the shape is an oval shape. Okay, and I'm going to give a color, solid Android color, white color. So it's in the oval shape now. We have to make it into circle by giving size, width 80 dp, and height also 80 dp. So now it's a circle. Now we need a layout. So I'm going to wrap this floating action button inside a frame layout. So frame layout, wrap content, plus end, x, v. Also for this action button, frame layout with the wrap content, and x, small padding. So in the code we don't need these things because now it's inside the frame layout, not in the constraint layout. So we don't need this code. Yeah, it goes to the top because the frame layout do not have any constraints. I'm going to give the background as circle view. Same goes here. Background, circle view. So this floating action button is not in the middle of this layout. It's because I haven't given the layout gravity center. Now it's in the center. Same goes here. Gravity center. I'm going to position them again. Somewhere here. See. Yeah, so this frame layout is constrained in to this side and constrained to this editors like this, so that will be shown middle in this same alignment. So I'm going to give a margin also. Same goes here. Yeah, 32. Yeah. So now it's almost okay. So what we need next is this circle, and there's one icon in there. So first we have to get this icon. For that, right click on drawable, go to new, click on this vector asset. So when you click on this icon, you will get a list of many icons. It's pretty much useful. There are lots of icons, so you can use any icons that you want. So here we need this icon, auto renew icon. Okay, auto renew. Next, finish. So that's there. Now I need another floating action button. Floating action button. Wrap content. Tint, background tint. White color. Then source, auto renew, and tint, just giving black color now. And if you see, there's actually a different blue, so I have to select that blue color. Click on here, pick color, and select this blue color. Okay, choose. Yeah, now I have to position it. Okay, now actually we don't need any shadow for this icon. So for removing all the shadow, give the elevation as 0 dp. Okay, now we have to position it. Click on it, drag it in here. You have to keep it in the middle of these two. So constraint here and constraint here, and constraint here, constraint on top, and also constraint on bottom. So it will be in middle of these two. So now actually the basic structure of this design is over, and now we need to change the fonts of this text. So actually in this design he have used a Roboto thin font for this text. So actually this is Android Studio version 2.3.3. In this version we have to add the fonts into an assets folder, and we have to use a typeface to implement that on the widgets. But in the next upcoming version, version 3.0, it's in beta. So in it, the support design 26, it supports a fonts folder inside the results, and we can put all the fonts there, and we can create our own font family, and we can implement it in the XML code itself, here itself. But since right now it's Android Studio 2.3.3, I'm going to implement using the old method. First I need the fonts, and I already have downloaded it, so it's in my desktop, Android, and fonts, and Roboto. I need a Roboto thin, copy it, and right click on resource or Java, anything, and go to Explorer. I'm going to open that, and with this resource and Java we need one more folder, and it is assets, and again inside that another folder known as fonts, and inside that paste that font, about a thing. So we can see it in here now, about a thing. Okay, okay, so for accessing these widgets inside the Java file, we need the what IDs. So the text view, I have an ID, app title. For editors, I haven't created the ID myself, but since we give the constraints, the Android Studio itself assign the ID. So here for height it's the editors, and for weight it's editors too. So I'm going to keep using it. So on main activity, I have to declare a text view, which is title, then to editors, which is height, comma, weight. Good. Then I'm going to initialize it. Title is equal to, it's a text view, find view by ID r.id.app title. It's kind of slow. Okay, now I need height is equal to, it's an edit test, find view by ID r.id. It's just edit test, and then there is weight is equal to edit test, find view by ID r.id. edit test 2. Okay, semicolon. Now I have to create a typeface. Typeface. I'm going to name it as thin, equal to typeface.create from asset, get assets, comma, font slash, need the name of the font. Okay, for that right click on the font and copy, paste it here, semicolon. Now we have to implement that font to all these views. Title.set typeface thin, then height.set typeface thin, and weight.set typeface thin. Okay, I have implemented the fonts also now. So it's almost finished. Now let us check how it is on the design, on the phone. So I'm going to run it. So I'm going to run it on my phone. You can see that in here. It may take a little time. And now, so yeah, it's pretty much good, but here you can see a pink border for this floating action button. and we don't need that, so we have to remove that. Then again, this status bar color, blue color, it's not matching with this background, so I'm going to make this a transparent, so it will be a little more good. So those are the two things that we have to do. Others are, it's okay, I guess. Yeah, almost there. Okay, we have to change that. So for first, for removing that border color on that floating action button, this border width, which I'm going to give 0 dp. I'm going to copy it and paste it on all the other floating action buttons, one there and also one here. So now that's been dealt. Now we have to change the color. We have to make this status bar transparent. For that, go to the activity Java file, and before this set content view, right, get window dot add flags. Inside it, window manager dot layout params dot flag transparent status. Yep. So that's also done. So when this become transparent, this text will go up a little, so we need a little more gap there. For that, go to design. I'm going to make it 50 dp. Yep, it's almost finished. I'm going to run it again. Yep. So I will write my mail ID jerin@rectify.com in the description, so that if you have come across any difficult designs and you need help, you can mail me there, and I will help you. And if that design is little complicated, I will try to make it into video. So mail me at jerin@rectify.com, and also these all code will be uploaded in the GitHub, and the link will be given in the description also. Yeah, so here it is. Yeah, it's pretty much good. That background, that border is gone, and there's shadow here. This also become transparent. It's pretty much good. But the one more thing that we have to do is, see, if you see the size of this icon is a little more bigger, so we have to make the size of that icon bigger. And for that, first we have to give a scale type as center, and we can go to the XML file for that icon and change the width and height as 36 dp. That will become a little more bigger. Yep, and I'm going to run it again. Yeah, so mail me there, and if you like this video, like it, and also give me your valuable views and comments about this. So since this is my first video, obviously there will be faults, and I will change or rectify it on the upcoming videos. So also subscribe this channel so that you will get next videos also. Yeah, it becomes bigger. Yeah, it's almost over. It's over. I hope you like this, and bye guys, and see you on next video.